Hi everyone and welcome back to another WrestleMania 36 tier Season 6 WWE SuperCard video. We're going to start off today's video with a shout out to a guy called Salamander who asked for a shout out. Don't forget guys, if any of you haven't had a shout out before and you fancy one, drop me a message in game and I will be happy to do that for you. Kicking off this video today with a Grand Challenge reward pack. Let's get this out of the way. Weren't expecting anything from that, but that is what we're going to do. Also got a TBG reward to do and to discuss Clash, Cash of Champions, whatever you want to call it, COC. Wow, WWE SuperCard has exploded in the last 24 hours on social media in quite a few different countries, even including the UK, which it's very rare that it does tend to trend that often, but unfortunately it's not for the right reasons. We will go into that at the moment. Also, the store has updated. The charging up packs don't interest me at all. We will get this TBG done now. This is the first TBG that I've done with this team that I've joined, and we have won as well. Let's claim that then. Hopefully it's something good. All three Royal Rumbles, unfortunately this time. Bray Wyatt, Kane and Samoa Joe. Unfortunately nothing that is of use on this occasion. But in other news as well, with this recent quest that has been ongoing, I've still got one to finish. But finally, the WrestleMania 36 Fusion has arrived. We'll see if we have got anything that we can put in. Sure we have, to get this on the ball. There we go. First WrestleMania 36 Fusion is underway. Now, as you know, if you've watched the previous videos and you'd seen when the quest started, it showed Titus O'Neil as one of the images. Unfortunately, I can't reveal these images on this screen at the moment due to not have collecting them. But if you do look up, probably on Google, type in WrestleMania 36 Fusion images, you will be able to find them, or possibly on Twitter or other YouTube videos. But here are the names: Titus O'Neil, Finn Balor, AJ Styles, Angel Garza, Austin Theory, Nikki Cross and Alexa Bliss. Those are your WrestleMania 36 fusions. Been long awaited for these, but it also signals that we are getting closer to the end of this tier, which, as I said in a video or two ago, you're looking probably 10th of June when the new Amethyst tier is looking like it's going to drop. Now, as I showed in my previous video as well, we got the Asuka Pro. They are in the Performance Center. Natalia, very pleased to say I am only 100 Omega off the Pro. I am definitely guaranteed that now. If I don't even get any more Delta off the board, which I'm pretty sure I will, then by the time the login comes around on the 28th, I will get 1,000 then, which I can convert into 100 Omega with the Alpha ones that I've already got. Happy days on that, really pleased. That will be another WrestleMania 36 Female Pro. Now let's get into discussion of the biggest topic that I can think of, pretty much that has exploded within this game, is Clash of Champions. Now, a lot of people pretty much quit this event within minutes of it starting yesterday. Seen a lot of negativity about it on Twitter, which I can very much agree with some of it. I think also as well with this event, some people have rushed into hating on it straight away. Others instantly thought, oh, well, it's an LMS2. I can see all these points of views, and we're going to discuss this now. Whilst we're discussing it as well, I'll play a couple of games on this as well, just to give you a rough idea. Whilst I was playing it, when I started off with it, as soon as the event kicked off, I was in the top 1,000, casually playing. I did spend roughly about, I think it's about 1,400 credits, something like that. And then I decided enough was enough. I needed sleep. Went to sleep. I was roughly hovering just under about 2,000 place when I decided to call it a night. Woke up in the morning and was just under 12,000 place, which is how this game works. It swings and roundabouts. Obviously, you don't keep your position. Came back to it today. Thought we'll have another go at it, and I will discuss now what I have found out about this game mode. Now, a couple of key things is, because I picked Brett, obviously the person I have to defeat is Shawn Michaels. That's the first thing. Or vice versa, if you pick HBK, you have to find Brett on the board. Now, with the way this game is set out, the further you get on levels, the more cards appear on the board. The tougher it is to find the person that you need to find to defeat, either Brett or HBK. Now, at the top of your screen, you see peaks. A lot of people that I noticed when I watched a few videos to start off with, I haven't been doing this personally, as I don't see the point in throwing thousands and thousands and thousands at it like people have been doing and getting frustrated and quit over it, and decided not playing this event, gone to playing PvP, etc. Now, with this, it is achievable of free play. You do have advantages if you have credits to burn, is the best way of putting it. But it is a free to play and pay to win game, like any mode. It's just the way it is. Free to play, you possibly, if you're lucky, can get a decent card. But if you are throwing credits at it and you've got them to burn for fun, then you're more than likely to get a better card than others that don't have those facilities, unfortunately. Now, let's get into a couple of tips that I found. So, the peaks, if you want to buy the peaks, it gets quite expensive that way if you want to do that. But as you can see, my cards at the bottom is randomly selected from my field of cards that I have in my deck. Fortunately for me, my deck is quite balanced, but it's all about trying to outsmart the cards that you are going up against. Plus, on the level that you are on, if you do come across HBK, you do lose, or you come across Brett, whichever one you're coming across. Say, for instance, on this board, say it was in the top left corner and you lost, you came out of the game, decided to wait till your bouts had refilled. Whilst you're still on that level, that opponent that you are looking for will still be in the same position. It is a game that the more I've played, it does take a bit more understanding of. I can sort of see what they're trying to do, but on the other hand, I can see where the negativity is coming from. Let's start this bout then. First of all, I'm going to go down this side. It is all about as well thinking if their ability triggers, what is your card going to do against them. Now, Usos are usually like speed, charisma, that sort of thing. Also, your managers are your support cards are very important as well in this. Plus your equipment and your momentum slots. So do use them wisely. I'm going to go for Braun Strowman on this one, as it has selected power. I will win this round. These mods do as well go either 2 rounds if you just want to play for the 2 rounds, or for an additional cost, yes, a cost, you can get a 3rd round. After the 1st round as well, for an additional cost, credits, if you want to basically fully heal your cards, you can do. The option is there. I don't personally see the point in that. I think that is a very bad move in my opinion, but it is what it is. Now, this time I've come across a power guy, which is power and toughness usually, with Akam and Rizar. I'm going to go with Angelo Dawkins this time. Toughness and charisma. As long as the abilities don't kick in, which is a very big downside to this as well, they can really overpower your cards, even though you have very strong cards. If you do have like WrestleMania 36 Pros, it's all about thinking, it's all about tactics really. This time, Velveteen Dream, I'm going to go for John Morrison. Charisma could be a tough call. There you go. So as you've seen, boom, flies up to 2.6 million. I've lost this one. John Morrison is KO'd. I'm going to go Big Show. Big Show will win, obviously. Event card, Event Pro. There's no Event Pros that I have come across, which you don't come against them in these mods. Now this time, Kyle O'Reilly could be possibly another loss here. Even though I've won this one. Even though you do have F1s and F2s, even F3s, I have had now, like I say, it's telling you restore all or restore whichever ones you want of these. I'm not going to, I'm just going to start round. Now per round as well, you can choose your support again. Pete Dunne this time. I'm going to go for Braun Strowman again. Toughness and speed, hopefully should do it. Yeah. Now the cards that I've done so far, no HBK has appeared. Now, if I do come out of this level at the end of this, I know that those ones, I don't need to take that path again, and he is not there. Next one, power, toughness, 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 speed. I'm going to go for Kyle O'Reilly. Again, this could be a tricky one. I've won this bout. What I'm doing now is basically trying to eliminate half of the level, and that way, if I need to, unfortunately I've lost this one, but if I need to come back into it, which I'm going to have to, then I can start from the top side and see if HBK is up in the top side of it. Charisma. Ooh, just won that one. But as you can see, there's only one left there. If I want to restore or carry on an extra round, yes, restore 260. This is what I don't really agree with, but this is what a lot of people have been doing, spending for the sake of it when you don't need to. You can play it free to play. You don't get many points for it, unfortunately. You get an additional 50 if you beat the champion though, and also the further that you get, the more cards he is left on the board as well, the higher score that you get. So the aim is basically to narrow it down as much as you can, try and get it within a couple of bouts and beat the champion. Do it that way. We'll do another one then. This time we're going to start at the top. I'm going to go top right this time. Eddie Guerrero. I'll use the Undertaker this time, which is an automatic win. A few guys have been playing it as well. Let me know what level you guys have been getting up to, what you think of this mod. Bo Dallas. Try Rey Mysterio this time. Power and toughness. Angelo Dawkins. This game mode though is not about just rushing into it. It's about thinking about taking your time, seeing what you can work out, and if you can persevere with it, then hopefully you'll be able to get something nice out of it for very little cost. Now, I'm going to take a quick peek. I'm going to use one of these peaks. There you go. So I don't need to go there. I'm going to go this way this time. Hopefully it'll be one of the top left two that are remaining. Which has unlocked that. I'm going to go start round 2. I'm going to go there this time. There we go. Shawn Michaels. Speed, toughness or power. If I can get a toughness or speed, I've won automatically. There we go. I've beat him because I've got edge. Now, because I beat HBK, I got 1 point on Brett towards the community side of the point side of things. Here's a breakdown though. There was so many cards left, 10 cards left on the board. I got plus 30 points for that. I completed it, plus 15, and because I beat the champion, plus 50. Now, the further you get into it, I'd imagine that will increase quite significantly, as it does with most of the game modes. I've also found as well that the peaks are seemingly quite rare on the draft board as well. I've only had 2 after playing so many games as well, but just thought I'd go through that scenario with you. If you guys have got any tips as well on the Clash of Champions, please do feel free to drop them in the comments section. That is pretty much my view on it. I can sort of see the potential, what they were trying to do, but I can, like I say, I can understand the negativity, because of basically, if you want to get results in fast, you've got to throw your money at it. And I think the way they've presented it to people is, whoa, yeah, I've got to throw loads and loads and loads at this if I want to get anywhere, which unfortunately is how it has come across with a lot of people. A lot of people have quit playing this mode, as I said before, but if you can take those sort of tips into perspective, if you do give it a go on a try, it won't cost you anything. Like I say, I'm not buying the peaks, I'm not buying the the fills or anything. If you do want to spend credits, I suggest you spend them on the bouts. Use your free ads first though, unless you're playing Money in the Bank or Elimination Chamber, if you are using them for that. But that way, at least, if you follow those tips, start at one side, try and remember where the card is. If you haven't found the card, say on the bottom side, try the top side on the next one, and just keep going like that, and that way you will narrow it down. But as I say, on the level that you are on, that opponent will be in the same place until you proceed to the next level. That is pretty much it then for the moment. I'd imagine that there's not much else going to be going on in the next few days over the weekend. Bank holiday over here for us, not that it makes much difference. But yeah, let me know if you guys have had any more polls. I haven't had any myself recently. I'd imagine I'm due one. How you guys are getting on. You know, if you could start any fusions or anything, or if you've managed to move up tiers from any previous tiers. And best of luck if you are playing this event. Just want to say, stay safe, look after yourselves. Anyone new, please do subscribe. If you like what you see, give us a thumbs up. It really does help. I do appreciate it as well if you can give me a thumbs up, as the more I get, I think that will make my videos a bit more popular on YouTube and get more viewers as well, hopefully, as I really want to push on to try and get as many subscribers as I can. And until next time, take care of yourselves and your families, and peace out. Thank you.